The incident involving Melissa Peterman and Sherri Shepherd appears to have captured significant attention across online platforms, primarily through sensationalized video titles and short clips shared on YouTube and TikTok, where headlines scream about a dramatic storm-off following a heated clash during an appearance on The Sherri Show. What likely began as a standard celebrity interview segment, perhaps touching on Peterman's career highlights from shows like Reba, her comedy work, or recent projects, escalated unexpectedly when the conversation veered into more personal or controversial territory. Viewers watching the live broadcast or catching the viral excerpts describe an initial light-hearted exchange that gradually built tension, with Sherri Shepherd probing questions in her signature bold, direct style that sometimes pushes guests to reveal more than they intend. Melissa Peterman, known for her quick wit and southern charm, reportedly started responding with her usual humor, but as the discussion intensified around topics that hit close to home, possibly involving industry experiences, personal opinions on current events, or even playful banter that turned serious, the tone shifted dramatically. The audience in the studio sensed the change, laughter fading into awkward silence as voices rose slightly, interruptions became more frequent, and body language signaled discomfort. This build-up created a palpable energy in the room, where what was meant to be entertaining television crossed into uncomfortable territory, leading to the moment everyone now references: Peterman's abrupt decision to end the segment early by standing up and exiting the set, leaving Sherri momentarily stunned and the crowd murmuring in surprise. Such moments are rare on daytime talk shows, where hosts and guests typically maintain professionalism even amid disagreements, making this encounter stand out as a raw, unfiltered glimpse into how quickly dynamics can change under the bright lights and live cameras. The viral spread of these clips has fueled endless speculation, with fans debating whether it was genuine frustration, a staged bit for drama, or simply two strong personalities colliding without warning, ensuring the event lingers in entertainment conversations long after the episode aired. As the clash unfolded in real time, details from eyewitness accounts and recirculated snippets paint a vivid picture of escalating emotions that turned a routine chat into something far more intense. Sherri Shepherd, ever the engaging host who thrives on lively debates and unscripted moments, may have pressed Melissa Peterman on a subject that felt too invasive or mischaracterized, prompting the guest to defend her perspective with increasing passion. Peterman's responses, initially laced with comedic deflection, grew sharper as she articulated her viewpoint, perhaps feeling that her words were being twisted or that the line of questioning disregarded her boundaries. The back and forth reportedly included pointed remarks from both sides, with Sherri countering in her characteristic candid way, refusing to back down from what she saw as fair inquiry, while Melissa pushed back against what she perceived as unfair framing. This verbal sparring created a charged atmosphere where neither seemed willing to concede ground, amplifying the stakes in front of a live audience and millions watching at home. At one critical juncture, Peterman's frustration reached a tipping point, her facial expression shifting from amusement to visible irritation, her posture stiffening, and her tone conveying finality as she declared she was done with the line of discussion. Rather than weathering the moment with forced politeness or redirecting to safer topics, she chose to physically remove herself from the situation, rising from her seat mid-sentence, microphone still hot, and striding toward the exit with purpose. This bold move sent shockwaves through the studio. Crew members froze, audience gasps were audible, and Sherri's reaction, a mix of surprise, attempted recovery, and perhaps a hint of regret, played out in stunned real time as the cameras captured every second of the unprecedented departure. The abruptness of it all, contrasted with the polished nature of most talk show segments, made it instantly compelling viewing material that spread like wildfire online. In the immediate aftermath of Melissa Peterman's exit, the studio environment transformed from lively to eerily quiet, underscoring just how disruptive the incident had been to the show's usual flow. Sherri Shepherd, a seasoned professional accustomed to handling unpredictable guests, found herself addressing the empty chair and the bewildered crowd, likely offering a quick quip or explanation to diffuse the tension while producers scrambled behind the scenes to decide how to proceed with the remaining airtime. Her initial response probably blended humor with acknowledgement of the heat, as is her style, perhaps joking about the passion of the exchange or noting that strong opinions make for great television, even if they lead to unexpected walk-offs. Meanwhile, offstage, Melissa Peterman's departure would have involved hurried conversations with staff, possible cooling-off periods, and reflections on what had just transpired under such public scrutiny. Social media erupted almost instantly, with hashtags related to the moment trending as clips circulated rapidly of viewers taking sides, some praising Peterman for standing her ground and refusing to be pushed, others commending Sherri for not shying away from tough conversations that guests sign up for by appearing on live TV. Entertainment news outlets and gossip pages seized on the drama, framing it as one of the most memorable on-air confrontations in recent daytime television history, drawing comparisons to other famous talk show blow-ups where egos clashed spectacularly. The event highlighted the fine line between engaging debate and crossing into personal territory, sparking broader discussions about guest boundaries, host responsibilities, and the pressures of performing live when emotions run high. The viral nature of the Melissa Peterman storm-off clip turned what might have been a fleeting awkward moment into a full-blown entertainment phenomenon, with millions replaying the seconds leading up to her exit and analyzing every gesture, word, and facial expression for clues about what truly sparked the feud. YouTube channels dedicated to celebrity drama uploaded reaction videos, slow-motion breakdowns, and compilations comparing it to past incidents on other shows, amplifying its reach far beyond the original broadcast audience. TikTok users stitched together short edits with dramatic music overlays, text captions emphasizing the heated clash, and polls asking followers who they thought was in the right, fueling engagement in debates and comment sections that ranged from supportive to harshly critical. Some fans expressed disappointment that a fun appearance had soured so quickly, while others celebrated the authenticity, arguing that real emotions make television more relatable than scripted politeness. Behind the scenes, both women likely faced internal reviews from their teams and publicists crafting statements, if any were deemed necessary, to address the narrative without escalating further. Peterman, with her established career in comedy and acting, might have used the moment to reinforce her no-nonsense persona, while Shepherd continued her show's momentum by moving forward with subsequent episodes, perhaps even addressing the incident lightly in a later monologue to reclaim control of the storyline. The incident served as a reminder of how quickly public perception can shift based on edited snippets, where context is often lost, leading people to form strong opinions from mere fragments of a longer conversation. Looking deeper into the possible triggers for such an intense reaction from Melissa Peterman, one can speculate on the underlying topics that might have ignited the spark during her time on The Sherri Show. Given both women's backgrounds, Sherri as an outspoken commentator on social issues and Peterman as someone who has navigated Hollywood with humor and resiliency, the discussion could have touched on sensitive areas like gender dynamics in entertainment, experiences with typecasting, or even differing views on recent cultural debates that divide public opinion. When hosts probe deeply and guests feel cornered, defenses rise naturally, especially in a format designed for entertainment where vulnerability is rewarded but also risky. Peterman's decision to walk off rather than stay and de-escalate suggests a boundary had been crossed in her mind, one she felt compelled to enforce immediately rather than endure for the sake of the show. This choice resonated with many viewers who have faced similar situations in their own lives, where walking away becomes the healthiest response to escalating conflict. In contrast, Sherri's persistence reflects her approach to hosting, and never one to let a moment fizzle if it can be turned into compelling content, yet it also risked alienating a guest and creating lasting tension. The aftermath likely involved private apologies or clarifications between the two, as professionals in the industry understand the value of maintaining relationships despite public friction, even if the public only sees the explosive surface. Ultimately, the Melissa Peterman and Sherri Shepherd clash stands as a captivating case study in the unpredictable world of live television, where preparation meets spontaneity and personalities can ignite in ways no one anticipates. What started as an ordinary guest spot evolved into a viral sensation precisely because it felt raw and unpolished, emotional, and human in an era when so much content is carefully curated. Fans continue to dissect the moment, sharing theories about what was said off mic or in the green room, while both women move forward with their careers undeterred, perhaps even strengthened by the experience. Peterman's bold exit demonstrated self-respect under pressure, and Sherri's handling of the live fallout showcased her resilience as a host who can weather storms and keep the conversation going. In the end, these rare on-air fireworks remind audiences that behind the glamour and scripts lie real people with real feelings, capable of moments that transcend entertainment and spark genuine reflection on communication, respect, and boundaries in the spotlight. The incident, though brief, left an indelible mark on daytime TV lore, proving once again that when tempers flare unexpectedly, the results can captivate far longer than any planned segment ever could.